Hello, hello, and welcome to Cinnamon Leaf ASMR and Baldur's Gate 3. We're currently still in camp. We rested a bit after fighting the first bigger fight in the game after the tutorial last time. We're in this guy's temple still. And yeah, let's go. Let's check it out. I think we already looted this room last time. There's a mirror. I don't think it'll do anything.
Not bad. I've had better days and worse ones.
We're beautiful.
Never wanted the easy path.
So yeah, I hope you guys are happy with these doors. With the sound options I chose. I know I said last time already that I broke my headphones, so I am rolling with different headphones. A Book of Final Breath. No, I don't want to read it, I just want to pick it up. And yes, I can't hear myself as I used to. It's a bit different, so tell me what you think. This is a habit I picked up from playing with my brother, because we always lit every candle we could find. I don't even know how that came up as a thing we did, but every time I see a candle I'm like, I gotta light it. Okay, so this is a door. That one's locked. Let's go there first. It's pretty here. Okay. Let's see. We also decided last time that any books I find I don't read in the moment, because I think it can really take you out of currently playing. We'll read that in the night, like when we're at camp. We'll just see what we picked up and maybe like compare if we already know it. I can't guarantee that I'll remember every book that we read, so I can't, promise that I'll always remember if we've already read it. But yeah, I think, reading hour with me shouldn't be too much of a hardship either. So I hope you guys can be fine with that. If we sometimes reread some books. Probably gonna do a lot of Baldur's Gate in the next few weeks on this channel because I'm interested in it right now. Yeah, I hope that's fine with you. Just kind of talking shop while we're walking through here. I think we read this book last time, but always good to have books to sell as well. Already looked at that. I thought maybe the top was a separate one, but it wasn't. Okay. There we are. See, that looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So let's try to read the plaque.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Oh well. Okay, that's a big chest for so little. I'm picking up the chapel records too, I think, or am I reading those immediately? Oh, we have so much stuff. Just because I think some of these are like hints towards this location, so I think the chapel records maybe we should read. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian Tipple, Elmata or Elmata, drowning. Yvain Arkinson, Ogma, internal rot. Devrin Stout, Salune, fever. This is a funny word for me because in German this word means like, it literally means actually ruffian, so grob grob is rough, so it's literally ruffian tipple. It's funny. Okay, there's a looter's truck. That's not very much loot.
That's curious.
Amazing, we found a skull. What's it like? I think that might have opened a door. I know, crazy genius thought there. I think that might have opened a door. Actually, let's light this iron candelabra. And this one. I can't promise I always will remember to light everything either. But, you know, I'm just playing. We look so cool with our swords. There's more stuff to light. There we go. I think it's this door. It was this door that the lever opened. Let's go. And more candles. See those? I don't know if I'll light all of those, will I? I will. Okay. That looks interesting. It's like a skull with a scroll, and this guy is this guy also doesn't have a head, and he has like spindly fingers with gold tips and gold written scroll as well. I was gonna say scribe, but he's a scribe maybe. The sounds in the back are really inviting. Let's go through here. Oh, a dank crypt with an opulent chest. We found some scrolls of protection from evil and good. That is good. What do we... There was a journal thing. Explore the ruins. The strange door led deeper into the ruins. There are bound to be some interesting artifacts down here. Okay.
What's
here? Not really an artifact so far, but cool stuff. More evil and good protection.
This place wasn't built for the living.
No. I mean, so far we've had like many like books on, like this one on death and resurrection as a skeleton. I assume this person was crushed. Ooh, some money. I find it so funny whenever you press on that, like that you just sit. Look at us sitting. Beautiful, beautiful posture. Okay, and we're picking that one. Oh, I keep pointing at it, which happens when you press. I think it's Alt. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's when you press Command or Alt, which is the button you press for highlighting everything you can pick up, and right click. If you press those at the same time, it like points towards something. It's a fun door. Fun door with a little looky thing. Let's see. That one's locked. I just want to see which ones are locked, and I always forget on which direction is what here. Perfect, so we go here first. And we walk slowly into this room.
Trap. Be cautious.
That's what I thought. And so we walk forward with Astarion, because he's really good at disarming things. Like he needs a 10, and we have a total bonus of 11. So usually this works unless you roll a 1. See, that's perfectly enough.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
So let's disarm that. Oh no, this sarcophagus itself. Okay, perfect.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Oh wow. But I'm currently Astarion. What happens if you press this button? I just want it to be Astarion for
Will be cursed. Be wary. This place is trapped.
What did we turn on? Did we turn them off, maybe? I don't think we did.
Keep a blade close.
I'm not sure. So let's disarm the vent. I think it looked like it did, so maybe it did, but I don't know, I want to be safe. We have time. I love the statues.
Don't linger. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
This room is just full of traps. I gotta say, being friends with a stonemason really changed my view on
A
statues.
trap.
Not
Someone
like
doesn't like visitors.
I hated them or something, but I just look at them differently in terms of how long they take to make and so on. It's just different. I think probably the button already took care of that for us. That was an extraordinarily low roll. That was a 2, actually, because we have a bonus of 11, I think. Okay, when we turn that on,
No one stopped me yet.
we switch back to us. I do prefer. Ooh, nice. I do prefer to play. Oh, we're encumbered. That's a problem. To play as my own character, but okay. So these are all like modded dresses and stuff. So I'm gonna put that to camp because I think that'll already help a little. And then let's go by weight. Oh yeah, the ringmail armor, obviously really heavy. I'm gonna send that away and then we're already chill.
Can't slow down.
Okay. We already disarmed this, right? We did, and we get the Watcher's Guide, which is a spear. But it's also, like, you can throw it and it's versatile. 1 to 8 damage. Death's Promise. When the spear misses its target, the wielder's next attack roll against that target gains True Strike. True Strike means it's advantaged. That's really cool. Time has dampened the spear's sheen, but the center glows a faint blue. The magic it exudes feels odd, terrible, and divine. The spear was given to its previous owner for his unerring loyalty, even after death. That's really cool. I did want to pick it up though. And an engraved key. Black ink stains blood. The handle of this key found in sarcophagus within a long forgotten chapel. That's pretty cool. Can anyone use the spear? Do we need someone to use the spear? Technically we can use it, but I prefer the scimitar for us, I think. Like, yeah, we can't use 2 weapons and that is huge. So I would want scimitars instead. Let's put that back. I guess technically, potentially, Gale could use it. Or maybe Shadowheart. Shadowheart, are you proficient?
My faith protects me.
Are you proficient with that? It would kind of fit her almost. I think it's kind of a vibe. How about we go with that? The Watcher's Guide. I think that's cool.
What to do?
Now we go through here. I think there's more. Yeah, that's what I thought. I kind of think the button took care of that, but as I said, we want to be careful. I'm clicking through some of these rolls. I know I like the sound of the dice rolling.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
That was the one. Oh well. Now we have grease around here. I think what that does is just that the rest explodes. Like I think there we go. I think these heads shoot fire. We failed, but these heads do
Traps.
exactly
How considerate.
shoot fire, and then
Trap.
exactly, and then if the grease gets lit, that leads to some really horrible stuff. So let's not do that. The way perception checks work in this game is also that every single person gets a perception check. So technically,
A trap.
if all of us failed all of these, we could still get Lae'zel from camp and have her walk through here and she would get a new check. But it's often not worth it. That's another one, so this thing is probably gonna shoot us now. Will you? No, because we turned it off. See, I think that's what the button did. So, we did good.
No one back home will ever believe this.
True. Ooh. So that's a skull, studded shield, a warhammer, and a soul coin. Strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from this coin, pervading your mind with rage and despair. These coins can power infernal engines.
A strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Exactly. Those have some more important purposes later on. Did we already empty that? We did.
These boots have seen everything.
So that is the front door. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's a good chest. Some stuff, an arrow, fire. Gimme. Pretty sure that's what the key was for. No. Okay. So we would still need to unlock it. It's the ancient door to the front, the one that we saw on the beach. But for now, I think we don't really want to leave here yet. I think we can just go to the other door, which is where we really want to go. Oh, that's what the key was for. Okay. Even better. Even better. Interesting. That's beautiful. That is so very beautiful. Sorry. Once again, I'm looking at statues and I like them. Do you guys have anything to say about this?
Yes.
No, interesting. Sometimes these characters have something to say.
What's on your mind?
I love you.
Something the matter?
Oh, nothing. Ooh, that looks really pretty, actually. Sometimes these characters have something to say.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what
Interesting.
was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
And I love to get as much dialogue out of them as possible. Ooh, scroll of burning hands. Finding scrolls is like the best thing when you play with a wizard,
Open up.
because they can learn
A crooked touch.
any spell that you find in a scroll. Usually. Perfect roll. Which is really convenient. A silver necklace, some money.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Indeed. So yeah, it's just nice to
Maybe
find
nothing.
scrolls.
On my way. No traps, please.
I wonder if us finding that scroll is also part of easy mode, because I don't remember these scribes having something like that, but maybe I just don't remember. So let's check this out. This word, I know it's not brassiere, because a brassiere is something you wear on your chest, but I think it's brazier. stuff to light if we want to do that right now. It's funny seeing this in this head here, because these busts, because I'm pretty sure the game just reuses statues, but these look like some particularly important people from later on, so that's interesting. There's another, oh, we can't reach that. Have I ever checked this door in my life? I literally, and I'm not kidding you right now, this is my 7th playthrough. I think I've never in my life checked this door. Like, I'm not kidding you. I don't know if it's important. There's a heavy chest, so that's probably good. But I've literally never been here. My brother watches this, he's gonna be like, what the hell? Another soul coin, so that is pretty good. And a ruby ring. I assume this one's trapped. It's not, apparently. But,
Well, hello.
well, actually, if it's the heavy key, no, okay. But let's not
Let's
pick that.
crack it open.
I've literally never been in here. That's so stupid, almost. I think that's almost exactly enough. Yeah, it's exactly enough. That's so stupid. Like, it's not like this is hard to see. It's just a ruby ring. Okay. It's not like this is hard to see at all.
Watch
I
the
just
shadows.
didn't see
What
it.
could a book contain that requires it to be bound with chains?
Okay. That is
Let's see what this
fascinating.
does.
Just a chained book.
What a day. Simple.
I guess we're lockpicking it. Come on, a 10 should be doable. There we go.
Time to rest.
And now, I think this one I would read immediately. The names of dead gods, most of them unfamiliar and unpronounceable, fill the pages of this ancient tome. Several entries on the last page have been stricken through, the final 3 thoroughly enough to be completely illegible. Illegible. Fascinating. I think... Oh. How did we... Okay. So that scroll just gave us that. It gave us a scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement. Interesting. This is all very fascinating. I cannot believe that I've never been in this room. It looks gorgeous, one has to say.
Very well. Seems simple enough.
So yeah, this is all about death, very clearly. This entire crypt. And it's almost pretty.
What's inside?
It's so funny because literally every time I've played this game, I've discovered something new, like in every playthrough. But every time I'm like, well, can't be much anymore. And then in the first crypt I find something, a door that I've never looked at. Even though it's not even a super invisible door or anything, it's just, I've never looked that way.
Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Hi, Jurgle. Nice to see you. He's kind of pretty. I like his beardy tip. Fun. And the nails on fleek. Slay. And there's a button. And there's usually nothing in these vases. Like I never check all of them because they're usually empty. There are some that aren't usually, but most of them are empty. So let's press this button. I love pressing buttons. Not something we planned on doing. But alas, fight time.
Something just woke up down here.
That's one of the sentences
Let
that
them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
the sentence with the something just woke up down here is one of the example sandwiches. I almost said sentences for choosing the character's voice. So I think that's always fun to hear. Okay, so they're over here. Darkness would be great. I love darkness, but sadly, I think this isn't gonna work very well. I think I'm just gonna put him here. And he's just gonna shoot him. That was not bad. And then maybe he can dash as his extra action, as his bonus action over here. He walks so funnily. That's enough then.
Let's go.
What do we want? Who do we want to go first? Do we think Shadowheart can do anything? What do we think she should do? I think at this point we're still like trying to just get to the enemies, so can we walk over here? Interesting. I guess she could dash over there, but then her bonus actions are pretty limited. I mean, I guess if she doesn't attack otherwise, or I guess she could try guiding bolt. Does so much damage though, one would hope it's just... Can we hit this guy through here? No, she's probably... yeah, she's too low. And we could hit this guy with it, but... I mean, 10 is not that little actually, let's try it. Of course. It's very in character for her. Sorry, but it's such a meme that Shadowheart never hits. That's such a meme. Well. And because we are not, because we slept, we don't have the dragon's breath thing on anymore. That is annoying. We can try... let's try some ice knife, for example, on this one. It's just the only one we can hit, really, from here. So, with our little legs, we can't make it that far. Okay. Let's let them get a bit closer. Great. It's such a meme that Shadowheart always misses, so it's funny that our first one was a miss. Also, sorry if I've been getting louder. I'm kind of leaning closer to the microphone for no reason. Okay, hon, we kind of need you to get over here so that you can do things. Okay. This one also fell over. I love when that happens. Okay, so I will introduce you guys to the joys of Magic Missile. Or I actually can't. Oh yeah, I can with this one. It does some damage per shot, 6 to 15, so each deal 2 to 5. So, and they always hit, so you don't have to see the person. So I'm gonna try and hit this one, and we hope that we just kill him with that. We probably won't, but I would send 2 here. We did, and we killed that one. Thank you, Gale. That was pretty perfect. That was pretty great. I didn't see the animation. I wonder if the attack looks different if he casts it through the sword. But other than that, I think he's done. We're all kind of one spot. Thanks. But Ray of Frost, I don't think does the ice around us. It does give movement speed reduced, but it doesn't do the slidey thing, so that's good. Okay. Can you make it to that guy if you walk? Like if you walk over here.
Moving.
And then I think, even though he's right next to us, this is where he can see. So theoretically, we can hide. Oh, we're threatened. We're too close. Okay, we're too close to him. That's alright. Then we'll just attack normally. See, that's enough. Perfect. That was beautiful, actually. Thank you, Astarion. Now the rest is over here, and we can't move anymore, so our bonus action is also kind of done.
Never a dull moment.
Okay. Now, let's get you out of here.
Step.
Let's get you over here. Can you pull this guy down? No. You can't pull either of them. Interesting. But you could do the star map, the guiding bolt thing. I still need to learn how that works because only one of them says star map. And I wonder if we just get two or like how that works. That was 20. That was pretty crazy. Okay. And then bonus attack. I don't think we'll make it to be that far exactly. So enter.
Stay focused.
And then Shadow Heart.
Have to keep going.
I guess you could shoot him, or you could also use a guiding bolt. We will have to long rest soon anyway, before the next fight, because we have lots of casters, like us and Shadowheart and Gale are casters, and we only restore these spell slots on a long rest, so we will be resting a lot. Because short rest doesn't really help with that.
They would not
Perfect.
surrender their valuables, even after death.
Now I wonder if they have
Rising
new
from
stuff.
the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Well,
Something good here, I hope.
I think, yeah, we did already loot the other ones. Oh, there's a plaque. Right. Let's try and read it.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Well. Okay. So we got done with the scribes. I'm kind of like doing everything at once. I hope that's not a problem. I'm just kind of vibing. I still don't understand how many times we can use Guiding Bolt, because we can just use this forever. Or because these are like, okay, once per long rest, and we still have to, but we cast it once, right? So why do we still have to? I'm confused. We'll find out.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Yes. Interesting. The amulet of lost voices. Speak with dead. The dead hold no secrets from Jurgle's scriveners of doom. So, we can assume now that this place is for Jurgle, which is why it's all broken down. This is some lore I think we might have read already, but I know it for sure, is that Jurgle used to be the god of the dead, and then the dead three took over. Baal, Merkel, and Bane. I think we did read about that last time, because he grew weary of looking over death himself. And so those were probably also the three that were struck out from the Book of Dead Gods. But I'm not sure. I think so, though. And that's why this place is so decrepit, because no one worships Jurgle anymore. Because he, gave up his post.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
I love the way this game is written. Okay, so let's see. Check out the richly adorned sarcophagus. Who could it be? Hello. Hi. Nice to see you, my dude.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Fascinating. I love a question. Quite the question. What's the reason for it? So he has spoken. What he are you talking about? Little spooked by the crawling out of the tomb bit. What are you? A peaceful undead. Interesting. Why aren't you attacking me? Okay, I'm most interested, I think, in the what he are you talking
An
about?
arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
Of course.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
No one life is worth more than any other. We are all equal. That depends on a person's deeds. Life's only value is as currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is of infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. The only life that matters is mine. Or depends on the mortal. Well, that's a really hard question. The thing is, my instinct is to go, we're all equal, every life is of infinite value, and so on. Even though there are some people in this world where I'm not sure that I would say that about, but that's where I'm going. I don't know if he would agree. I don't know if it merits sacrificing everything for, but I like the term each life is of infinite value. I just like that sentence. Because infinite value is such a, not an oxymoron, but it's interesting. No one life is worth more than any other. I think I'm going off infinite value. Because we're also a druid, so we're nature-y and, you know.
And thus, balance is achieved. If all are at war, none can win.
Beautiful.
Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Farewell, Withers.
How long has it been?
I love this guy. He's another one, like, and I said this in the first episode with the little brain, us, that I was like, oh, this is the cutest little bean. And I was like, it's gonna sound so weird when I say that this is one of my favorite characters. Withers isn't necessarily a favorite character, but he's a really, really cool dude. And he left us some stuff, more soul coins. That's pretty cool. And he's just walking around here now, I think. Where you going, Withers? Casually stepping on his
These chambers
people.
are much changed.
Well, interesting. Do you have something to say, Withers?
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on my way, as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon.
Okay. You seem very certain of that. How?
The mechanics of fate would be difficult to explain to one such as thyself. Regardless, it will occur.
There is such a comfort, I think, in like the voice of a kind older man, very old man, very old man, telling you like, hey, it's alright, regardless of what you do, it will occur. For some reason I find that very comforting. But yeah, I love Withers. I know from my bestie who played this game in German, that his name in German is Daffadorte, which is so funny to me. It's very similar to Withers. I'm just walking, sorry, I'm not even explaining what I'm doing. We're trying to get back out. And this is an easy way. So let's press this lever. Hold this lever. Pull this lever. Pull the lever, Gronk. But yeah, we're done with the chapel. There's a skeleton. No, Verdoren is just a funny word. It's also it also is the same word that you would use for if plants die. So it's just kind of funny. Look how beautiful it is out here. Gorgeous. I love these structures of stone. My mom, who's very into geology, would immediately start telling you like how these sediments would form if it was a real place. I just think it's beautiful here.
What's that?
No.
No use digging with my bare hands.
Well, I mean, how about you do it anyway? Oh, right, and we now have Speak with Dead, always prepared, which is on our amulet. So this is something we can always do. We can do it once per day, but Speak with Dead is a thing that you like get as a thing you can do the entire day, so it'll be fine. You just reapply it. I wonder if we could, I know that we'll find a shovel soon, so either we come back to deal with this or we wild shape and we see if one of these can like burrow. Exactly, can you burrow? Can you also like dig? So we can try, we'll turn into a badger and we'll try if we can dig. Oh, we're cute. Oh, we're so cute. Can you dig? Can you not dig? Oh my god, the way we walk. That's so cute. Okay, so we can't dig. That's kind of annoying. Now we're a badger. Look how pretty the view. That's where we started. This is the ancient door we saw at the bottom, which we now didn't open, but it's fine.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Interesting responses from these two. I obviously know the context for both of these outlooks, or actually the three of these outlooks, but currently we are a badger and we're not talking to these people. The fact that we're just a badger now is killing me. We should go to sleep sometime soon anyway because of our spell slots, and I don't want to run into a fight, which I know will happen soon, but we can walk a little bit further. So we basically maxed out the map over here. We didn't walk up here, so we can do that now. Over here, where we found Lae'zel. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. Ooh.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Oh, because we're a badger, the people are talking about it.
Another broken trap. I mean, who made these things?
Fascinating. I'm wondering if we put Gale as our second, if he's the one to talk about the broken traps. Like if he'll give the voice over for that. We can always drop wild shape as well if we want. So this is where we didn't walk last time. It's like behind the crypt, but now the map is like filled in there. So let's actually probably like rest over here. Very interesting that the weakened base has just reappeared and is now just floating here. Let's pick up this dragon egg mushroom. Nice, we can do that as a badger. And there is a damaged snare trap. Let's find out if Gale's the one to talk now. I just find that mechanically interesting.
Yet another.
He is.
Hardly the warmest of welcomes.
That's interesting. So the second in command actually does matter. Fun. Okay, we're going down here again. And then I think we'll rest here somewhere. There's a shovel. Do we want to get the shovel and go back first? Maybe. Let me check something quickly. Okay. So yeah, I think we could do that. I think we could get the shovel and walk back to where we were trying to dig as a badger. So let's pick up the shovel.
Shouting up ahead.
You do.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Exactly, we're not gonna do that right now. I'm pretty sure that is not a problem to do tomorrow. If it is, we'll see about it, but I don't think so. I think we can do that tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna drop wild shape. And we're gonna dig. Hello? Okay, that worked. But we're not prepared for a fight right now, so we will leave. The shouting will have to stay there until tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Let's go back to dig the other dirt mound, I think is what they're called. Over there. And then we're gonna have another long rest because we used too many spells.
You know
I
what
guess
I really miss about Baldur's Gate? Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well,
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
true. It's interesting. I think there's like a trigger point for dialogue on here. I think it's because we switch places. Like this is chapel, and the rest is like the wilds or something. I think that might be it. Potion of invisibility, I'll take it. Okay, so how about we rest here? We go to camp. We probably could have fought the... I'm gonna save. We probably absolutely could have fought...
Enjoying our walks
Okay.
together. Aren't you, gang?
Sure. In silence.
My husband's fighting. Flirting. No, there really is a trigger point here. I wonder if there's more dialogue they have for us if we just walk back on here. Do you have anything to say? No. Okay. I assume we could have fought the skeletons without using so many spell slots. It just would have taken longer. But for right now, I don't mind resting. What is that? Oh, opportunity attack, of course. Okay, long rest. Let's see if people have something to say. Gale has something to say. I love when Gale has something to say. And there's two of them. What the hell? I'm gonna save before that conversation. Hi, Gale. Yes, you are pretty.
Be with you in a moment.
Interesting. What are you doing? Neat trick. All that wizardry makes me uncomfortable. What are you doing?
Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I?
Yes.
Be that as it may.
I also don't believe him that that's what he was doing.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
Until quite recently, nothing at all.
Ah, yes. The good old days. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
Sure, if you want.
Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture?
Yes. I do, but you might as well finish the picture.
Day 6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born. This is the abridged version, of course.
This vision was more than vivid enough for my tastes.
The storyteller's gift. My point is this: our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
And what makes you the expert? Can you explain why the symptoms aren't showing? Long live the abnormal. Can you explain?
That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Agreed. Agreed, hun. He's right, we should get some rest. I think we picked up some books that we could check out, though. Around the campfire. Let's see which ones are new. So if we go by latest, we read this one on death and resurrection. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Josefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her gods and all of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value is a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages, surely, or so it would seem at first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and dewy-eyed sentiment so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all the spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider, we already know that the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. But even this assessment is subject to market forces. Lord Kellamvor weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternate route. Not the end of the path, but the chance to retread it. Clerics across the realms wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy or willing enough. It is strange, then, that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for the components for such a spell are beyond the means of most mortals. I have interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth have found them to be of the most dull and unimaginative sort, that I cannot possibly imagine what it is they were so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path, and wealthy enough to return. Beautifully written. Okay, and then that's one we read. Chapel Records we already looked at. The Unclaimed we picked up a lot, and we haven't read it. This one's a bit sad, but in life her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. A million souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instruction in her ear, no guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kellamvor pitied her as much as the Lord of Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn. That not of forgetting, but being forgotten. This is why we don't devote our lives to the Lady of Loss. May this be the lesson, kids. And the Book of Final Breath. Dense rows of scrawled text, the few legible entries seem to detail the names and final words of numerous individuals. Come see this, it's move. Mash Pinna laboratory explosion. Hoth Cress waylaid in a Neverwinter alley. You're blocking my light. Dannery, Watadavian Featherlong. If I'm not mistaken, you're blocking my light is a pretty famous last line of a German author. Maybe it's like there needs to be more light rather than you're blocking my light. But if you've ever read Faust by Goethe, I'm pretty sure that's his final words. So that's interesting. I don't think these people knew that when they wrote this, but I'm pretty sure that's it. German literature studies people tell me. But yeah, I think we read this one last time. Okay, so these we already read. That's cool, so we can sort back by type. And I almost think that is our episode for tonight. I guess we can check if anyone else wants to talk to us. Not with a exclamation point, but maybe just more dialogue options.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't.
Oh.
Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant?
Anything's possible, but we still need to find a healer. Sounds like it had plans for us. Who knows? Could have been an hallucination. I'm just glad we're still alive, or maybe it's a compliment. Well, it does sound like it had plans for us.
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer.
We will. It's okay.
Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
She is really grumpy. Let's see if Astarion also accidentally overheard.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend.
He did.
I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen.
That's what everyone's saying. Is it so strange? I'm hoping it'll stay that way. Not yet. I could say the same to you. Well, I would never say to him, I thought you'd look worse. He looks beautiful. I'm hoping it'll stay that way.
Naturally. But I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
What do we think, guys? Prefer not to die. That's a boring answer. A knife, poison, try it, and I'll spell you guts. Not sure. How would you like to go? I don't know. I don't want to imply that we would kill him instead. I just want to give him an answer. A knife. How about that?
A classic. One good thrust to the heart and you're gone.
He approves.
We need a good blade, of course. Don't want to waste time hacking and prodding with a dinner knife. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously.
I love hypothetical. And you? How should I call you?
Oh, my dear. I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we
Flirting.
start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
I love the dialogue in this game. It's my absolute favorite part. Did you also overhear, milady?
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
Agreed. Okay, let's go to sleep then.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, and I don't think we have enough for one of these rests yet. See, this is weird, and I don't want to use the fish, so no. Let's just use a normal camp supplies. And a full rest. Oh. Astarian. What are you doing, hon? What are you doing? Ah, yes. Refreshed. Okay. And I think that's where we're gonna leave this episode. That was a really fun one, actually. I love the crypt. And we had lots of fun dialogue, and Astarian weirdly snuck away into the night. Oh, hello, actually. Hi, Withers. What are you doing here?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Care to explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
That's fun. What kind of services can a skeleton offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Yes. We will leave and let him be. But yes, this is Wither's purpose in our camp, that if we cannot ourselves with scrolls of revive our companions and they're just dead, we can go to him instead. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave the episode. That was really fun for me. I hope it was for you. And I also hope that whatever you guys do next, it goes super well. And if that is sleeping, sleep well. Sweet dreams. And good night.